Greetings, I am in my Keystone Cougar. It's a 2021 fifth wheel, and I'm looking at the in-command system because I went to use my heating system for the first time, and the heat was not working. And what I discovered, I discovered a couple of things. One is, in settings, under floor plan, I was able to go to custom, and I have two air conditioning systems, and I now have them both set to gas and electric, and I put them both to gas and electric because when I went to turn on my heat, only the sort of blower was turning on in my central air conditioning system. So I put my hand up to one of the exhaust vents and no warm air was coming out. So it turns out my two AC units do not have electric heat. However, when I go into my air conditioning system, it defaults to my front master bedroom AC system. And if I toggle it over to the main rear system, it turns out that's the one that's actually connected to heat. And so now, if I go from off into heat mode, I have the gas option, I also have the electric option. It turns out it doesn't matter which one I choose, the propane furnace turns on. The only difference between choosing gas versus electric, so it doesn't matter which one I choose, either way the propane system turns on, the furnace turns on, but if I choose electric, I have the opportunity to also turn on the fan that's part of the central air system. So I suppose I could be circulating the warmed air, or if I like the white noise of running that fan, I have the option of turning that on low or on high, or on auto. I'm not sure if I'd leave it on auto, if it'll turn off or not. That's something you can experiment with on your system. I did discover or confirm that it does take about 30 seconds for the heat or warm air to start coming out of the floor. The system is doing that in order to confirm that there's sufficient airflow before opening the propane valve and igniting the system to generate heat. It wants to make sure there's enough airflow going through the furnace. And when you turn this off, so if I go from heat and I turn it off, I don't know if you can hear this on the video, but I have my return, so the airflow that's going back to my furnace is underneath my stairs, and I can still hear the airflow going through there. And what the system is doing is it's cooling the furnace instead of just leaving a bunch of hot air in there. So it takes about 2 minutes for the airflow to stop. Sounds like, or feels like, I'm gonna have a nice warm trip to Savannah this winter. Hope that was helpful.